Here in Washington, we're known for our apples, and Seattle Cider Company is a truly local cidery based in SoDo. Seattle cider is made from fresh-pressed Washington apples, never from concentrate, and there's a new vivid light cider line with crisp flavors like tart apple, juicy pear, bright cherry, fresh peach, wild blueberry, and ripe plum. Those all sound really good. Find Seattle Cider on the web at seattlecidercompany.com to check out the cider lineup, find where Seattle Cider is sold, and view upcoming taproom events. Search for local bars, restaurants, and grocery stores that sell Seattle cider using the Cider Finder on their website. CityCast Seattle is made possible by AT&T. America's first network is also its fastest and most reliable. Based on RootMetrics' United States Root Score Report, 1H 2025. Tested with best commercially available smartphones on 3 national mobile networks across all available network types. Your experiences may vary. RootMetrics rankings are not an endorsement of AT&T. When you compare, there's no comparison. AT&T. This is CityCast Seattle. I'm Jane C. Hu, and here's what Seattle's talking about. Today on CityCast Seattle, 'tis the season for giving, and also the season for porch pirates. We're also talking about the city's investment in ridding public spaces of bird poop. But first, let's talk about Seattle's newest sports team, the Seattle Torrent. The Stranger reported recently on the short timeline the Professional Women's Hockey League had to put the team together. Just 205 days. So to kick us off, I want to know, Lex Vaughn, founder and editor of The Needling, Seattle's only real fake news, if you had 205 days to assemble a team to complete a project, what would that project be?
Oh, Lord. I have been thinking of publishing some sort of Seattle satirical tourism book. That could be a 200-day thing. It is crazy, actually, how quickly that team came together because we waited so long for the men's team and the name of it and everything. I was actually kind of shocked at how quickly it's oh, look, they're already playing. Whoa, all right.
Yeah, not quite instant gratification, but pretty fast gratification. Yeah. Okay, Marcus Harrison Green, founder of the South Seattle Emerald and Hinton Publishing and a columnist with The Stranger. Marcus, if you had 205 days to assemble a team to complete a project, what would it be?
It would be to write a much better season 5 of Stranger Things. I ended up binge watching it on Thanksgiving because, most of my family got sick. So I was just pajamas and, the whole day watching this crap on Netflix. And it was my God, you've made me wait 3 years. These people are 25 years old. Right. These people are 30 years old. Playing 8.
11 has a full child now. Yeah, she's a real ass adult. Yeah.
Some of these shows need to end sooner.
Exactly.
So maybe Stranger Things season 5 wasn't so good, but the Torrent's season 1 is off to a pretty exciting start. So today will be the Torrent's second home game. So I want to know, are you all into hockey at all?
It's not quite the most diverse sport, so I've never
I've
never been
it's really
into hockey.
Not.
That being said, I know that Seattle, we love our hockey here. Kraken attendance is great. And look, and anytime, I am a huge women's sports fan. Love the Storm. And so much love to the Torrent. So was happy to see that they sold out their first game.
What about you, Lex?
You know what? I'm just realizing I did not grow up in a hockey family. We did not grow up watching hockey, so there's a lot I don't know about it. So I've never been to a men's hockey game. I'm actually going to a Torrent game today with a friend. So my first hockey game is going to be a women's hockey game.
That is awesome. Lex, I got to say, obviously with the Seahawks, they call them the 12s. What do they call the Torrent's fan base, by the way? Is that up for grabs? Has that been workshopped?
Man, you guys think I'm too witty off the cuff. The Torrent. I'm still assessing, actually, the name, the Torrent, because I'm a millennial, and I think a lot of millennials, when we hear Torrent, we're really not what they're going for.
Oh, my God. Okay. So I went to the game on Friday, so their home opener game, and someone had a sign that said, you know those like torrenting, like, you know, whatever, downloading stuff from online. You know those little like PSAs that were like, you wouldn't download a car. There was one that was like, you wouldn't download a team. And I thought it was so good. But yes, I feel like that's only for millennials.
Yeah, I feel like especially for millennials, it's like we're not really like that's going to be definitely like a dual meeting for us the whole time.
Yes.
But I mean, Marcus, to your question, I think that we don't know yet. And okay, so I was going to say, if you all are not yet hockey people, let me put you onto it, because it is the one sport I actually follow.
Really?
And I have decided that I'm just going to be a completely bought-in Torrent fan.
Okay.
Like, I went to the home opener. I loved the atmosphere there. And I think that part of what's exciting about the Torrent is being able to be a part of building the franchise and kind of building a hometown tradition, because with a brand new team, you don't have all of the little traditions yet. Like, you get to be a part of the culture and to create some of that together.
Yeah. I mean, it's very much Seattle, right? You have so many people who aren't sort of from here, who are sort of adding, some would say detracting from the culture. And so
no, but hey, I'm a transplant. Hey.
But you've been here longer than 10 years.
Okay,
Lex.
did I make it? I'm a Seattleite now.
Yes, you're officially a Seattleite.
But you know what? That's actually such a great point. Well, because I wasn't like that big of a hockey fan growing up. I didn't grow up with a team, didn't care enough for the sport to bond with that team. So here in Seattle, when the Kraken came, I was like, this is actually like the first Seattle sports team I feel like I can be like, you know what? Like, I'm in on this. So I still haven't seen a game, but I love the merch. I loved the launch video. I'm into it because I'm like, no, like I haven't like bonded with another hockey team yet, so I can bond with the Seattle one first.
I will say to your point about bonding, like, and then potentially coming up with a name, I did see on Friday, I was on the light rail and somebody was holding a sign saying they were part of the Torrentulas.
The what?
And I was like,
oh, wow, that's like, what it is then, I guess.
I was like, are the folks who are writing Stranger Things also coming up with the fan base of the name?
They are really trying to make fetch happen there, and I support them. It's kind of a mouthful, but okay.
There's a long history in professional sports of like mascots that don't make sense.
Unhinged in the best way. I mean, also what you're saying, Lex, like, I feel like going to a Torrent game right now is still fairly accessible. When I was looking at tickets to go to the home opener, I was like, oh, these are like, you can get tickets for $50. And I remember trying to get tickets for the Kraken's first game and was like, no thanks. I do not have that kind of money.
Big reason I haven't been to that game yet.
Yeah, I will say this, like, it just, somebody who, went to, I think, 10 Storm games last year. And then even, looking to your point about the Torrent tickets, just women's sports here are just so much more, I think in general, just so much more affordable than like the Seahawks are going to a Kraken game. It's not only is more affordable, but I think you have a fan base there who is just like, everybody just really wants to be there. Even when you go to a Seahawks game, it's like almost like a dinner party atmosphere that folks are there for other reasons, to network and be seen, kind of thing. In terms of the more passionate fan bases here, I would, sight unseen, I'd say the Torrents, but also the Storm. And so, I will say, particularly in terms of if you have a working class salary, like I do as a journalist, the best action in town, I would say, are women's sports right now.
And I would hope that the tickets would be cheaper, because they are not paying these women nearly as much as they are paying the men. The Stranger did a great piece about this. The total salary cap for the entire Torrent team is $1.3 million. For the NHL, it's $95.5 million. And so the league minimum is currently $35,000, which, as you all know, is not enough money to be living in Seattle.
How do you even pay insurance? It's a very physical sport. I mean, my God.
I know. You would hope that the team pays for some of that. The Stranger piece did mention that the players do get money if they need to relocate, which almost all of these players, I believe, did. They get $1,600 a month towards a housing stipend, which, again, if you know rent here, that's not going to pay your rent. And they get meal per diems for road games and bonuses when they make the playoffs, which hopefully the Torrent will. But yeah, it's Definitely not as much as a men's team would make, but given how much of a splash they've already made, hopefully the league makes some money and makes enough money to start paying these players more and to pay them what they're worth.
Yeah, I mean it's just so ridiculous. Like even now, looking at the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement that the WNBA is doing with its players, right? And what they put on the table is that the maximum salary for its best players, so people like Caitlin Clark and Aja Wilson, would be only $1 million. Like that's compared to, let's say,
That's nothing compared to
like somebody like LeBron James or Stephen Curry, who make $52 million a year. And this comes in a time when the WNBA had its highest attendance record of all time. At the end of the day, these leagues, I would say, are exploiting these players and not paying them what they're worth. I think there needs to be more made of that.
Well, Lex, I hope you have a great time at the game.
Yes.
And let's hope that collectively these women get paid more as we show up for them. But let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about Porch Pirates. The holidays are coming up. And if you're looking for something festive to do, check out the Argosy Cruises Christmas Ship Festival. You'll sail aboard the Spirit of Seattle with hundreds of twinkly lights as she visits 40 waterfront communities across Puget Sound. On board, you'll be surrounded by festive fun. There are going to be live holiday choir performances, warm drinks, cozy indoor seating, gorgeous views, and even a visit from Santa. With departure locations in downtown Seattle, Kirkland, Renton, Ballard, Leschi, Edmonds, South Lake Union, and Tacoma, there's a sailing for everyone. And every ticket supports the season of giving, with a portion of proceeds donated to the Seattle Times Fund for those in need, helping several local charities. Make some new holiday memories and book your Christmas ship cruise at argosycruises.com. Oh, hey, sorry, just having my afternoon snack. Lately, I've been really into Cobb's popcorn. It's small batch, handcrafted, premium quality, fancy pants popcorn. Like, their kitchen only produces 60 gallons a day, and it's popped fresh daily. So when it's gone, it's gone. The flavors are really good. They've got kettle corn, vanilla salted caramel, and brown butter and sea salt, all from family recipes. It's made in Seattle, and locals and visitors alike will love it. I had a friend visiting from out of town, and she raved about how good it was. It's probably because they use real butter. Stop by their shop at Pike Place if you need your popcorn fix, a gift for a friend, or snacks for an event. Plus, they're right here in Seattle. You can go visit their shop at Pike Place if you need your popcorn fix, or if you need a gift for a friend or snacks for an event. They'll even give you a discount if you show them your Washington ID. Go visit the Cobb's Popcorn Shop at 1500 Western Ave near the market. Go pop in soon. Okay, y'all, I want to know, since we are coming up on delivery season, have you all ever had a package stolen from your porch?
Yes. It's amazing how quickly it happens. Thankfully, it wasn't anything that valuable. It was like during the pandemic, ordering my Fabletics athleisure for my long walks. I just had like one pair coming in the mail, and I heard it drop in the mailbox. I'm like, I had just gotten out of the shower or something, like, oh, I'll get it when I get dressed. And then I just heard something else like really quickly, and I'm like, dang! And once I got dressed, it was already gone. And I was like, well, I mean, if you really need the leggings, I'll be fine. I got a mailbox at Sip and Ship, which has locations in Ballard and Greenwood, and like very sadly, they have their last month.
The Ballard one's closing,
it's actually
right?
really sad. Yeah. I really like that place, but I like having a place like that to just have my packages go. It's just like I don't have to worry about it. The Porch Pirate thing.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus?
Yeah, I have had and I should have just went to Safeway to get this, but I've had Andre champagne stolen.
What?
No way.
Yes.
How did that
happen?
They just drop it off at the door?
Order it from Bevmo. They put it on the freaking, porch. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't just leave it out all day.
Andre feels befitting of a porch pirate, though,
which is why I wasn't all that mad. It's sort of like, you probably needed it more than me at this point, and I really needed it. It was a hard day at work, but yeah. So hey. It happens.
Okay, my weird Porch Pirate story is when I got married, we had all of our wedding registry gifts sent to our apartment, and we then went out of town for the actual wedding. But some of the gifts were arriving, I think, while we were gone. And our neighbors were pretty good about trying to store them for us, which was very sweet of them. And we had a friend come by and try and put them in the house. But when we came back, we realized, checking the registry gifts delivered versus like what we actually had, that a bunch of the boxes had been stolen. And we were like, okay, we wrote to the company that the registry was with, and they sent us replacements of everything, which was very nice of them. We just kind of thought the case was closed. And then 2 weeks later, I get home and a bunch of boxes are in front of our house. And I'm like, did the registry screw up and send us like a third set of things? Turns out whoever stole them the first time around had returned like probably 70% of what they stole. Like, they just decided that they didn't want...
They're like, oh, God, these were wedding gifts.
They kept some of...
We're going to keep 30%.
They kept the nicest ones. They did not want like the like wooden spoons that we ordered. Like, they did not, but they did want the fancy wine rack.
That's hilarious.
So this is like...
Yeah, I've always wondered about that.
It's like giving your nice wallet back after somony's stolen it, but taking the money out of it.
Yeah, it's like they took the cash, but they gave the wallet back, which I kind of appreciated. I like was very confused, but it's like, okay, maybe people have kind of a conscience.
So weird. It's like, just go all the way with it, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, all or nothing. All or nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean, which makes me think, like, I don't know. I always wonder who is doing this and kind of what circumstances are coming from. Like, is this just kind of a crime of opportunity? Like, I saw something and I walked by on the street, or like I've heard of cases where people are actually, you know, it seems like they're maybe following delivery people trying to nab things.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
My theory is like, before people just kind of ordered too much, especially during the pandemic, I think a lot of these deliveries did not come as often to houses to make this as much of a thing. But people are just ordering stuff so recreationally from like Amazon and et cetera, that it's like, I don't know, if you're hard on your luck, it's an easy way to go ahead and like try to, I don't know, make some money really quick. I'll bet it just is a lot easier to do now, because it's just like, it's almost a regular thing. If you just sit in any neighborhood in Seattle, like, okay, there's going to be a certain time of day where a bunch of different things are getting dropped on the porch.
Thank you, Lex, for giving me and so many other people ideas how to subsidize our income.
Well, you know what? First of all, I think we should not be ordering stuff. So, like, I think, especially when it comes to like ordering from Amazon, it's like it's become way too recreational and casual to just have things constantly shipped to you.
Yeah, so are these porch pirates, you think, in some ways like modern day Robin Hoods in a way?
Redistributing wealth to some other unknown place?
It's like leaving a bike unlocked. I'm like, I don't know, like, it's horrible, but like, you have free stuff just sitting on your porch for how long?
Yeah.
What are you expecting?
The only time where I think it's wrong is if, you know, folks who are, for accessibility reasons, like they're ordering their medication or something, and you know, folks are, you know, stealing insulin or something like that. That's where it's like, dude, come on, man, right?
I mean, is it optional these days to get deliveries? Like, I think about my disabled and chronically ill friends too, Marcus. Like, a lot of them have no choice. We've texted about, like, they don't want to support Amazon, but that feels like the easiest and most accessible option to them. But I don't know, like, I do try and shop local, but I'm finding more and more that stores don't have what I'm looking for, because they have anticipated the fact that people are mostly shopping online now. Or I'm getting gifts for family that don't live here. I mean, especially since the pandemic, like, or since the lockdown era of the pandemic, it feels like that has just become more the norm. I do think on the opposite end of that spectrum, Amazon is apparently piloting this service called Amazon Now, which is delivering within 30 minutes here.
I need to do a headline on this immediately, right? Like, what am I?
It's wild. So according to a GeekWire piece talking about it, it says that Amazon Now will cover a wide range of items that people tend to need quickly, including milk, eggs, fresh produce, toothpaste, cosmetics, pet treats, diapers, paper products, electronics, over-the-counter medicines, plus snacks like chips and dips. You guys, if you need chips and dips, just, I'm sorry, walk your ass to the store.
You deserve to get Porch pirates.
I gotta agree on that. What is the cost? Like, I'm talking about like the true cost, right, of this expedited delivery. I mean, you had those cases where drivers were trying so hard to meet these quotas and so forth, and they're peeing in bottles and everything else, and going on the wearing diapers and so forth. I mean, what does this do to the workforce of Amazon?
Well, to Marcus's point, I have thought about the workers as well. And I realize that I do little things whenever I see an Amazon worker. Like if I see a van in my neighborhood and, it's like a narrow street and I can pull over or they can pull over, I'll pull over because I'm like, you guys are on such a schedule and expected to deliver so many things in such a short amount of time. I've noticed people online talking about ways to be kind to delivery drivers as well in this time when people are really working overtime. Like, I don't know, at a minimum, probably like leave your lights on. But I've heard about people like leaving out snacks for their delivery people too.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, can I have one?
Do you all do anything like that?
So I can feed the Porch pirates? Is that what
exactly.
Hey. But gosh, I mean, it is almost just like one of those things that makes me feel like, oh, I'm running out of room for satire here. Like Amazon, didn't think Amazon Prime and the 1-day shipping was fast enough. Now we're going to have 30-minute shipping. Like this is becoming an addiction. People want like Christmas every day. Like, ooh, a new package I'm endorsing. A new package. Stop it if you do that. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Good luck to everybody this holiday season, as whether you're an Amazon worker delivering packages or whether you're an enterprising porch pirate who's following those guys around and trying to steal their shit.
I do like how they have such a festive name. Really?
It's actually kind of a great name. Yeah, it makes them sound way cooler than they probably are.
They really do. They really do.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about bird poop. I have this really sweet holiday tradition with my parents where I make them a calendar every year because it's this fun way to revisit memories from the last year. But this year, I have an issue, which is that I have like 6,000 photos that I want to include because we got a new dog and her name is Cookie and everything she does is perfect. So I'm thinking I'm just going to get my parents an Aura frame instead. It's a digital photo frame where you can add as many photos as you like. So for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code CityCast at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code CityCast. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. And support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Speaking of deliveries, long ago, humans domesticated pigeons to deliver messages, but now their feral cousins, the rock dove, or the pigeons that you see in cities, are causing problems around town. This week, the Seattle Times ran an article about how Sound Transit is dealing with the mess in Capitol Hill Station, where riders have to sidestep glops of bird droppings that have coated the tiles, walls, and escalator frames. Lex, I know you wrote about this in The Needling recently. I mean, have you all noticed the proliferation of bird poop around town?
Yeah, I mean, that article is very timely. Just last week, a Needling reader sent me a photo of one of the real-time arrival screens just drenched in pigeon poo. It was just streaming down. It was disgusting. So yeah, we ran a headline about that last week that caused some traction.
By the way, have you all seen a rock dove nest? They're famously minimalist, I guess is probably the kindest way to put it. Lazy might be another. Often it's like 2 pieces of straw and like a stick.
I did not know
like, here's
that.
the nest.
That's
and you're
so
like,
funny. Oh no.
It's one of the things I love most about pigeons. But yeah, okay. Apparently the poop is not just gross. it's also potentially a danger to infrastructure over time. Like it can corrode steel. And it also, as all poop does, carries, bacteria and possibly diseases as they turn to dust. And so we're spending a ton of money trying to get rid of it. Sound Transit just signed a $890,000 contract for downtown transit tunnel bird mitigation services, in part to make things look nice for the World Cup next summer when people are, in town and using light rail. And there's one bridge in Tacoma that closed in 2023 because it had so much bird poop on it that people couldn't tell whether the bridge was still structurally sound. And so there's a project scheduled next year to clean the beams.
Dang. I need to go down a full rabbit hole. Pigeonhole.
What kind of bird deterrent stuff have you guys seen?
Oh, God. I don't know if it's necessarily a deterrent, but I think I am non-species specific when it comes to birth control. And so there is something called ova control, which is it's a birth control for pigeons. And it's, I think, the most humane, if you will, way to go about this, where, they'll eat it and then it, hopefully dulls the numbers of pigeons that are being born, and eventually it'll hopefully lead to less bird poop. I don't know. So
yeah, Sound Transit tried this for a bit in the International District for 9 months in 2024 and earlier this year. But the problem that they came across is one that I think all cities who have tried this birth control method have come across, which is if pigeons are being fed by humans, like if they're like stealing our French fries or people are like putting out bread for them, they're often not eating the bait that has the birth control in it. And so they're not getting a regular enough a dose to actually, they're not taking their meds.
So really do not feed the pigeons. I got you.
Gosh. Okay. I mean, another, thing we could do is just like go more analog in life and get back to carrier pigeons. Let's get some more coops on our own properties.
Domesticate them more and put them to work. Make them get jobs.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So one of my favorite stories that I ever edited as a science journalist was about how the wacky methods that people have considered to try and keep migrating birds off of this Superfund site in Butte, Montana. If you all know the Berkeley pit, you all know it's like this giant, super toxic pit of water. And migrating birds as they fly over always want to land on it. But it's so toxic that often that'll just immediately lead to those birds dying off. And so engineers were tasked with figuring out how to prevent them from doing that. And they considered all of this wacky stuff. There was this thing called a vortex ring accelerator, which was a giant air blaster that shot 200-mile-an-hour blasts out of it to just basically try and wind them off of the water. Drones. At one point, they were considering laser nets. And I think really what they landed on was just monitoring the birds and trying to shoo them away, which does seem like the most humane method of all of this.
So Jane, I'm probably taking the wrong lesson from what you just said. So you're saying we need a Superfund site.
Oh no!
That the birds would land in up here.
I think we
get some real attention on the problem. But I mean, what does this say about us as humans? I feel like we do this all the time where we create this problem, right? We want to domesticate birds to put them to work, and now their feral cousins are taking over our cities, and now we want to get rid of them. How do we do that? It makes me think of, do you remember a few summers ago when we were airlifting mountain goats out of the Olympics? Because
so surreal.
Yes.
It didn't really work,
the thing that we never talked about is we put them there.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Brought them there. But
we just really want this to look like Switzerland. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing from the first Jurassic Park? Nature finds a way. It finds a way.
It's so true. Jeff Goldblum is always right about everything. And with that, let's leave it there. That's all for today here at CityCast Seattle. I'm your host, Jane Sihu. Lex Vaughn, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, always fun. Thanks for having me.
Marcus Harrison Green, thank you for being here.
Tarantula Pride.
Yeah, I am using that today.
We're making it happen. We're making it happen. All right, listeners, we want to hear from you. Send us your news tips, your questions, your hot goss, or your thoughts on what Torrent fans should be called, if not Torrentialas. I'm going to have a time trying to figure out how to say that. Send us an email to seattle@citycast.fm. You can also text us or leave us a voicemail on the now Torrent hotline at 206-880-3931. If you're enjoying the podcast, be sure to follow us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen so you never miss an episode. And if you can, leave us a little review, please. You can get more local news and events delivered right to your inbox by subscribing to our newsletter. Just go to seattle.citycast.fm. Until next time, see ya, Seattle.